Welcome back to Environmental Sciences and Sustainability video lecture series. I am Professor Radhika from Chemistry Department. In this video, we discuss about the solid waste management. We know that due to overpopulation and industrialization and urbanization, day-to-day life we are producing enormous quantity of solid wastages. So based on the nature, the solid wastages are classified into three types. Urban wastage, it is otherwise called as a municipal wastage. Industrial wastage, and third one is a hazardous wastage. Let us see the main sources of urban wastages. The urban wastages are otherwise called as municipal waste, which includes the domestic waste, commercial waste, construction waste, and biomedical waste. We know that the waste which is coming from our houses are called as a domestic wastages like food waste, cloth, paper, polythene bags, glass bottles, etc. Similarly, the wastages which are coming from the shop, markets, hotels, office and industries are called as commercial wastages like packing materials, cans, bottles, polythene bags. Similarly, during the construction area, the wastages are produced. That wastages are called as constructional wastages. Wood, concrete, debris are constructional wastages. Similarly, the wastages of organic materials are known as the biomedical waste. That type of wastages are coming from hospitals, dispensaries, clinics and medical hospitals, medical colleges, etc. The anatomical wastages and infection wastages are called as the biomedical wastages. Similarly, the second wastage, the main important classification of second wastage is the industrial wastage. Its sources are power plants, nuclear, thermal power plants. Similarly, chemical industries and other type of industries. We know that the radioactive wastages are generated from nuclear power plants. Similarly, the thermal power plants are producing fly ashes. Hazardous and toxic materials are produced by chemical industries. The packing materials, rubbish, organic wastages, wastes, acids, plastics, paper, wood, paint, dye. So these are the wastages which are emanating from the are produced from other type of chemical industries. Then the third wastage is the hazardous wastage. So we know that hazard is nothing but any substance or any element which is injurious to any type of living things in the earth crust. That is harmful to any type of living things in the earth crust is called as a hazardous wastage. That is its sources are chemical manufacturing companies, petroleum refineries, paper mills, smelters, radioactive substances, biological wastages and other type of industries. We know that if we are not properly handle or manage these type of solid wastages, it produce lot of effects. So due to improper disposal of municipal solid wastages on the roadside, it produce a very bad smell. It acts as a place for breeding of vector insects. It produces uh, germs which leads to formation of varieties of diseases, degradation of soil, groundwater contamination, banning releases the harmful gases like furan, dioxin, polychlorinated biphenyl, etc. So we have to take some measurements or steps to control the solid wastages. See, solid waste management includes the waste generation, mode of collection, transportation, segregation of waste and disposal techniques. Initially, the solid wastages are generated from each kinds of sources, particularly from domestic side, commercial side, construction side. So these kinds of wastages are first collected by the municipality. Then these wastages are transported and placed at a particular place, that is it is stored, and then the wastages are segregated. So, after the segregation, these wastages are disposed in three ways. One is landfill, incineration, and compost method. So, the first method is a landfill. So, landfill is a solid waste management disposal site. Here, the solid wastages are allowed to decompose in a safe way. The municipal solid wastages, hospital, animal, plant wastage, sludge, soil, powders, dust, which are deposited and covered and disposed of in a landfills. The landfill may be constructed above ground or below ground or above below ground. Before filling, the site must be lined with liners, which helps to prevent the seepage and contamination of groundwater. When the filling reaches a thickness of 1.5 meter, it is covered with earth of 6 inches. These wastages are decomposed by a bacteria in 2 to 4 months. By this landfill method, we can produce biogas via decomposition process, which can be used for the generation of electricity. So this landfill method is also one of the safe method for the disposal of all type of solid wastages. Let us see the advantages of landfill method. So this landfill method is a simple and economical one. Segregation is not required here. That landfill areas are once again used for any other purpose. The waste is returned to the soil as a manure. But it also having some disadvantages. One is bad odor formation, mosquitoes and flies spread, large area is required, and it may produce a fire by means of chance. Then second method is a incineration. So incineration is nothing but burning or combustion of wastages. The plant used for the incineration process is called as an incinerator. So in most of the chemical industries, they are having incinerator. So via the incineration process, we can produce enormous amount of heat energy. That heat energy also used for the production of steam, which helps to produce electrical current. The temperature normally maintained in a combustion chamber is nearly 700 to 1000 degree centigrade. The combustible substance like rubbish, garbage and dead organisms are disposed by this method. The main advantages of this incineration method is it is a safe method from the hygienic point of view. It requires only a little space. It produces 3 megavolt of electrical current per day increasing the wastages of by using the wastages of 300 tons. Similarly, it also having some disadvantages. In order to handle for incinerator, skilled persons are needed. Similarly, the operating cost also high. During incineration process, it also produces air pollutants like smoke, dust, ash, which is also need further disposal method. Okay, so due to the formation of air pollutants via this method, we need to find out the alternate method for reducing the air pollutants. That is the one of the disadvantages of composting method, that is incineration method. Then the third one is composting. So composting is nothing but an anaerobical microbial process which degrade organic matter into manure, which is called as a compost. Bulk organic wastages are converted into manure by biological action. We know that with the help of microorganisms, these wastages can be converted into manure. Okay. So the actinomycetes organisms are introduced in order to induce the decomposition process. The decomposed products are converted into powdered brown color odorless moss, which is called as a humus or manure. It is mainly used in agricultural field. This method also having some advantages and disadvantages. The main advantages is it increases the water retention and ion exchange capacity of soil, and it also a low cost method. The main disadvantages of this compost method is use of compost has not yet caught up with the farmers. Therefore, it is not assured in the market. Here, the non-combustible substances are disposed separately. So, in this method, we have to separate both the decomposable and non-decomposable combustible substances. Okay. So, waste management is handled by using 3R principle. 3R principles are nothing but reduction in use, reuse, as well as the recycle. So reduce means we can the paper plates, paper bowl, cup, plastic spoon, roll of paper towels, paper napkins. So when we have to reduce these kinds of things. Similarly, reuse. Instead of buying new containers from the market, use the one that are in the house. That is already used the container, we have to use once again. Similarly, don't throw away the soft drink cans or bottles cover in home with homemade paper or paint on them, and use them as a pencil stand or small washes. So we can make some useful product from the old one. Similarly, recycle. Use shopping bags made of cloth or jute which can be used over and over. So, when we are properly handle these kinds of solid wastages, then only we can protect our environment from all kind of pollutions, particularly soil pollution, air pollution, water pollution, etc. Okay. So, in order to attain sustainability, everyone have a responsibility to follow the 3R principle, and we make our environment as a neat and clean for our future generation. Thank you.